Hello students, welcome to Anne's classes. Today let's do simple interest chapter 11, the multiple choice type. The multiple choice type. Now choose the correct answer from the options given below. Question 1. Sangeeta deposited 1000 rupees in a bank paying interest at the rate of 10% per year. The amount in 2 years is. So we have been asked to find the amount. We have been given the principal, the rate of interest and the time. Now we have to find the amount. So let's write what's given to us. The amount deposited in a bank, that is the principal P, is given to us, and this is 1000 rupees. Then we have also been given the rate of interest R, that is 10%. It's given in the question. 10% per annum or per year. So let's write that also. Per annum, okay, or per year. Then the time is given to us, 2 years. That's also given in the question. Now we have to find the amount. To find the amount, what is the formula? The formula is principal plus simple interest. Now principal we already have, but simple interest we don't have. So first we have to find the simple interest. So what is the formula to find that? To find the simple interest, the formula is P into R into T by 100. So let's substitute and find the answer to this. So P is principal, that is 1000. Rate is 10%. Now all this is from the question. Time is 2 years. Now divide this by 100. Now let's cancel. There are 2 zeros here. I can cancel 2 zeros. So 10 into 10 is 100. 100 into 2 is 200. So the simple interest is 200 rupees. Now that we know the principal and the simple interest, we can find the amount using this formula. So amount here is principal plus simple interest. And let's write that the principal here, it's given to us, is 1000 rupees. Simple interest we just found, that's 200 rupees. So together 1000 plus 200 is 1200 rupees. So this is our answer, and this is option 3, 1200 rupees. Question 2. Mercy invested 2000 rupees at 12% per year and an equal sum means same, 2000 rupees at 10% per year. Thus, total income from interest in 1 year is how much? So in 1 year, she's got some interest by depositing so much, and she's got some more interest by depositing 2000 rupees at this rate. So now we have to find the total income that she has got from interest. So first we'll start with income from 12% interest, that is this. So what is given to us? Now principal is given to us, and that is 2000 rupees. So let's write that. Principal is given to us 2000 rupees. The rate is given to us 12% per annum, and the time is given to us 1 year. Now we have to find the simple interest. So simple interest is PRT by 100. So let's substitute and write here. Principal is 2000, rate of interest is 12, and time is 1 year. Divide this by 100. So here we can cancel these 2 zeros, cancel these 2 zeros. Now we have 20 into 12. Now 12 twos are 24 and a 0. So we've got the simple interest. In the first case, that is 240 rupees. Okay, now we have to find the income from 10% interest. So let's do that. Income from 10% interest. The principal is the same, that is 2000 rupees, because here it says an equal sum. So the sum was 2000, equal sum means same amount, and the rate is 10% per annum. The time is same, it's 1 year. So to find the simple interest, we say PRT by 100. So here again, let's work this out. So this is 2000 principal, rate is 10, time is 1 year, and here divided by 100. Again, let's cancel 2 zeros, 2 zeros. Now 20 into 10 is 200. So this is 200 into 1 is 200 itself. So simple interest is 200. Now the question is the total income. We found the income from 12% interest. We found the income from 10% interest. Now we have to find the total interest. So total income will be in this interest plus this interest. So that is 240 rupees plus 200 rupees. 240 plus 200 is 440 rupees. So this is the total income that is earned in 1 year. Okay, so this is our answer, and that answer is option 1, 440 rupees. Question 3. Mercy invested 5,000 rupees at 12% per year and an equal sum at 10% per year. The difference of incomes this time from two investments in 2 years is what? Okay, so let's write what's given. So now income from 12% interest, we're going to find out first. So here the principal is 5,000 rupees. So we have that given to us, 5,000 rupees. Then the rate is also given to us, 12% per year or per annum. And the time is given to us, 2 years. Now we have to find the difference of incomes from two investments. So let's find the simple interest PRT by 100. So here we have P, that is 5,000, into R, which is 12%, into T, that is 12%, so 12 by 100. And now let's cancel. So cancel 2 zeros here and 2 zeros here. Now we have 50 into 12 into 2. So 50 into 12 is 600. 600 into 2 is 1,200. So this is rupees 1,200. So this is the amount of interest when 5,000 rupees is invested at 12% per annum. Now let's find the income from 10% interest. So here the principal is the same. It's 5,000 rupees. The rate of interest is 10% per annum. The time is 2 years. Now simple interest is PRT by 100. And now after substituting, what do we get? Principal is 5,000. Rate of interest here is 10%. Time is 2 years and divided by 100. So let's cancel the 2 zeros and the 2 zeros. Now we have 50 into 10 into 2. So 50 into 10 is 500. 500 into 2 is 1000. So here we have 1,000 rupees. So we have found when the income when it is 12% interest. We have found the income when it is 10% interest. Now we have to find the difference. Difference of incomes from two investments in 2 years is how much? So that is equal to 1,200 rupees. That is the first income minus 1,000 rupees. So when you subtract the two, what do you get? 200 rupees. 1,200 minus 1,000 is 200. So this is our answer, 200 rupees. And that is option 3. Option 3, 200 rupees is our answer. Question 4. The sum of money invested for 10 years earns interest equal to the sum itself. So what is the meaning of this? Equal to the sum itself. So here we are talking about one sum of money. Now suppose you take this sum to be 1,000 rupees. Now here what does it say? When it is invested for 10 years, it earns an interest which is equal to the sum itself. That means it's equal to 1,000 rupees. So the interest here is also 1,000 rupees. This is the meaning of this statement. Now here we've been asked to find the rate of interest. So let's begin by saying let the sum of money be x, because we don't know what the sum of money is, isn't it? So let this be x. So in that case, the interest, because it is equal to the sum, the interest also will be x. So the interest earned, that is SI, is also x. Now we have the time, 10 years. Now to find the rate of interest, we say SI, that is simple interest, into 100 by P into T. So let's substitute here. SI is x into 100. And what is the principal? The principal is also x. And what is the time? The time is 10. Now let's cancel. We can cancel this x and this x. I can cancel 1 0 here and 1 0 here. So what do I have now? I just have 10. So the rate of interest is 10%. So this is our answer, and that is option 2, 10%. Question 5. A sum of money invested at 5% per year earns interest equal to half of the sum invested. So we need to be very careful when we read our question. So here we are saying a sum of money. Again, let's take 1000 rupees. Okay, if it is invested at 5% per year, it earns an interest equal to half of the sum, half of 1000 rupees, because the sum is the same. So that will be 500 rupees, isn't it? So here, I'll read this again. A sum of money invested at 5% per year earns interest equal to half of the sum. So we know half of the sum. Okay, now the time for which the sum is invested. So here we are being asked to find the time. So let's do that. So let's write, let the sum of money invested be equal to X, because we don't know what the sum of money is. We're going to consider this to be X. And in that case, interest earned will be half of the sum invested. Half of this, that means half of X. So this is equal to 1 by 2 of X, which is equal to 1 by 2 into X. So finally we have X by 2. This is the interest earned. Then the rate is given to us. It is 5% per year. Now to find time, simple interest into 100 by P into R. Let's substitute. So simple interest is X by 2. SI, we just found out interest earned is X by 2, then into 100. So this is into 100 divided by P into R, and how much is that? P into R, principal is X and R is the rate of interest, which is 5%. Now we can cancel what we want. So I can cancel this X and this. I can cancel 5 and 100. 5 ones are 5. 5 into 20 is 100. I can cancel 2 and 20. 2 ones are 2. 2 tens are 20. And here we are talking about time. So we've got the number 10, and because it's per year, our answer here will be in years. That means 10 years. So this is our answer. The time taken is 10 years, and that will be option 2, 10 years. Question 6. A sum of money invested at 10% per annum earns interest, that is 1.2 times the sum invested. So again here, this sum of money, if we take it as X, then the interest is 1.2 times the sum. That means 1.2 into X, because X is the sum. Now what are we asked to find? We are asked to find the time for which the sum is invested. What is that time period? So let's begin by saying, let the sum of money invested be X. So interest earned will be 1.2 into the sum invested. And what is the sum invested? X. So this is equal to 1.2 into X. So this is equal to 1.2x. Then the rate of interest per year is 10%. So the time, to find the time, is SI into 100 by P into R. So SI, how much is simple interest? 1.2x into 100. And what is the principal? The principal is X. And what is the rate? The rate is 10% per year. Again, let's cancel. So here we can cancel this X and X. I can cancel 1 0 here. Now I multiply 1.2 into 10. So that we know when you multiply 1.2, any number by 10, especially a decimal number, the point will move one place to the right because there is 1 0 here. So what is our answer? Our answer is 12. And because we're talking about time, this is going to be 12 years. So this is our answer, 12 years. And that is option 3, 12 years. Question 7. A sum of money invested at 10% per annum becomes 1.2 times the sum invested. So here we are not talking about the interest. We are talking about how much this amount of money is going to become. So, and then we are asked to find the time. So let's begin by saying, let the sum of money invested P, that is the principal, let it be X. Now that is going to become 1.2 times the sum invested. So it's going to turn into the amount. That means the amount A will be 1.2 into the sum invested. Times means into. So let's write that. So this is 1.2 times, what is the sum invested? It is x. So this is 1.2x. So this is the amount. Now the rate is given to us 10% per year. Then time, to find the time, you should say simple interest into 100 by P into R. Now here we have the principal, we have the rate, but we don't have the simple interest. So to find the simple interest, we should use the formula simple interest is equal to amount minus principal. This is how amount comes into use here. So the amount is 1.2x minus the principal, which is x. So here what are we doing? You're finding the simple interest by writing amount minus principal. This is another formula, amount minus principal. So here 1.2x minus 1x. So let's do that subtraction. 1.2 minus 1. So this we write 1.0. So 2 and then here 0.2. So here what do we have? 0.2x, and that is our simple interest. Our simple interest is 0.2x. Now we can substitute this in this formula and find the time. So simple interest is equal to 0.2x into 100 divided by principal. Principal is x into rate, and rate is 10% per year. Now let's cancel. I can cancel the x here and I can cancel this x here, 0 here. Now 0.2 into 10. 0.2 into 10 is just 2. So that means time, since we're finding time, this is 2 years. And this is our answer. That is option 1, 2 years is our answer. Question 8. In 8 years, a sum earns interest equal to the sum invested. So the interest and the sum invested are equal. So we have to find the rate of interest. So let the sum of money be x. The interest earned is also x because both are equal here, it says. That is SI is x. Then the time given to us is 8 years. Now we have to find the rate of interest. Rate of interest, the formula is SI into 100 divided by P into T. So now SI is x into 100 and P, that is the principal, is also x into time is 8 years. So now let's cancel. And here we have 100 divided by 8. We can cancel this by 4. 4 2s are 8 and 4 into 25 is 100. So here we have 25 by 2%. Now let's convert this to a decimal number because our options are whole numbers or decimal numbers. So let's convert this. So this is 25. Let's divide this by 2. 2 ones are 2 minus, bring down the next number. 2 2s are 4 minus, our remainder is not 0. So we continue. Put a point here, carry that point up. Put a 0, bring that 0 down. Now the number is 10. 2 5s are 10. Now the remainder is 0, so our division is over. 12.5, the quotient is our answer. So the rate of interest is 12.5%. So this is our answer. And this is option 4, 12.5%. Question 9. Sum of money invested at 10% per annum becomes 3,000 rupees. So becoming something means it becomes the amount. This is the amount. Becomes 3,000 rupees in 5 years and 3,600 rupees in 8 years. So a certain amount of money has been invested. The rate of interest is 10% per annum. In 5 years time it becomes 3,000 rupees and in 8 years time it becomes 3,000 rupees. So what is that sum invested? This amount that was invested, what is it we've been asked to find? So let the sum of money principal be x. We don't know that. We're going to consider that to be x. The amount is 3,000. The first, after 5 years, the amount after 5 years becomes 3,000. So the time in this case is 5 years and the rate is 10% per annum. So all this is given to us. Now amount is given to us. So let's make use of that formula. That is amount is equal to principal plus simple interest. Now Amount is given to us and that is 3000 rupees, and that is equal to principal. Principal we don't know, we said let it be X, and SI simple interest we don't know, but we'll use the formula. The formula for simple interest is PRT, P into R into T by 100. So we're going to use that formula. So again, P is going to be X into R is rate of interest, which is 10%, into T is the time, which is 5 years, and this is divided by 100. So let us simplify this. So this becomes X plus, now here we can multiply all these. X into 10 is 10x, 10x into 5 is 50x. So this is 50x by 100. Now this, we can consider this to be fractions, give it the denominator 1. Now let's get the LCM. 1 and 100 means the LCM will be 100. Now let's multiply 1 into 100. So we have to multiply x also by 100. So x into 100 will become 100x. Now here it is already 100. Since it's the same, we can write the same thing, 50x. So 3000 rupees here is equal to 100x plus 50x, which is 150x by 100. So now we can solve for x. So let's do that. So 150x by 100 is equal to 3000. Okay, so I have moved it from here to here. So here we've continued it there. So now 3000. Now to find the value of x, like how we did linear equations, we're going to leave x here by itself. On the other side we have 3000. Now I'm going to move this 150 by 100 to the other side. So since it is multiplication, when it goes to the other side it becomes division, divided by 150 by 100. So this is equal to, now we know how to do division of fractions. The first one remains the same. Division changes to multiplication and we write the reciprocal, 100 by 150. Now let's cancel. I can cancel this 1 0. I can cancel 15 and 300. 15 ones are 15, 15 twos are 30 and a 0. Now let's multiply 20 into 100. That will give us the value of x. X is equal to 20 into 100, which is 2000. And what is x? X is the sum of money that we wrote in the beginning, which we were asked to find, that is 2000 rupees. So here, with 5 years time and the amount was 3000, the rate of interest was 10%, we found the sum of money to be 2000. Now it also says it becomes 3608 years. So that we have to check with this and see. So let's do that. In the first case, we found out the sum of money invested or the principal to be 2000 rupees when the amount is 3000 in 5 years at 10% per annum. Now we have to check the same thing with this, with 3600 rupees in 8 years, whether the amount is the same 2000. So let's work it out here also. So let the sum of money principal be x. We don't know. We're going to work it out with this amount here. And the amount is 3600 rupees. Then this time is 8 years, but the rate of interest is 10% per annum. So we have the amount. So we are going to use the formula amount equals principal plus simple interest. So principal is x plus simple interest. The formula to find simple interest is P into R into T by 100. So we're going to substitute. Now principal here in this case, principal is x into R, that is rate is 10%, into time, which is 8 years, and this is divided by 100. Now we have to simplify this. So here we get x plus, now we can multiply x into 10 is 10x, 10x into 8 is 80x. So this becomes 80x by 100. Now again, this is fractions. So addition of fractions, that means we need to have our LCM. So here we have 100. So in this case 1 into 100, so we multiply x also by 100, that becomes 100x plus, now here 100 in the denominator is the same, so we can write 80x as it is. so 80x. And in all these cases, the amount is 3,600 rupees. So here also 3,600 rupees. I will continue there. Now 100x plus 80x is 180x. So let's write that first. So 180x by 100 is equal to 3,600. Okay, I've taken it from here itself. 100 plus 80 is 180, which I've written there. 180x by 100 is equal to 3,600. Now we're going to find the value of x. So x will be equal to 3,600. Now I'm going to take this 180 by 100 to the other side. So when I take it to the other side, it becomes division. So divided by 180 by 100. I can write now the division this way. X is equal to 3,600. Division changes to multiplication, 100 by 180. Now I can cancel. I can cancel this. Now 18 into 2 is 36 and I have two zeros, so add the two zeros. 200 into 10 is 2000. So x is equal to 2000. And what is x? Right at the beginning we said let the sum of money, that is this, be x, and x is 2000. And as you can see, even in the first case we found out it is 2000. Now in the second case also it is 2000. So let's write the answer here. So this is 2000 rupees, the sum invested. So we have confirmed it with the second one also. So this is our answer, that is option 3. Option 3, 2000 rupees is our answer. Question 10. 4,000 rupees becomes 5,000 rupees in 5 years. So 4,000 rupees is the principal. Becomes something means it's the amount. So principal, amount and time. Now we have to find the rate of interest. So the principal is given to us and that is 4,000 rupees. The amount is given to us, that is 5,000 rupees. We are also given the time, that is 5 years. Now we have to find the rate of interest. And what is the formula? The formula is this. That is simple interest into 100 by P into T. Now what is the formula for simple interest? Simple interest, the usual formula is P into R into T by 100. But we also have this formula. That is simple interest is equal to amount minus principal. Because we have both amount and principal, we can apply this formula. So here amount is 5,000 rupees minus the principal, which is 4,000 rupees. So now when you minus both, you get the simple interest. 5,000 minus 4,000 is 1,000. So we have the simple interest now. Now that we have the simple interest, we can find the rate by using this formula, SI into 100 by P into T. So let's substitute. SI is 1,000 into 100. P is 4,000 into time is 5 years. So let's cancel. So 1, 2, 3, we can cancel these three zeros here. I can cancel 5 and 100. 5 ones are 5. 5 into 20 is 100. I can cancel 4 and 20. 4 ones are 4. 4 fives are 20. So I have the rate of interest. It is 5%. So this is our answer, 5%. And that is option 1, 5%. With this, we come to the end of this exercise. Thank you, children.